The distributive property allows you to multiply a factor across multiple terms of an expression. In this video, we will look at the case where the constant terms a and b are positive, and the x term has a negative coefficient. Let's start with an example. What is the area of this rectangle? Use the distributive property to express the area. What is the area when x is equal to 4? The area of a rectangle is the product of the length and width. With this rectangle, the length is a variable expression. The area of this rectangle is the product of these two expressions, 6, and the quantity negative x plus 25. Using the distributive property with an expression of this form has the a term distributed to each of the terms of the variable expression. So we take the 6 and distribute it to the negative x and the 25, as shown here. The result is negative 6x plus 150. We evaluate this expression for x equals 4, as shown here. We get negative 24 plus 150, which is equal to 126. Let's look at another example. What is the area of this parallelogram? Use the distributive property to express the area. What is the area when x is equal to 15? The area of a parallelogram is the product of the base and the height. With this parallelogram, the height is a variable expression. The area of the parallelogram is the product of these two expressions, 9 and the quantity negative x plus 27. Using the distributive property with an expression of this form has the a term distributed to each of the terms in the variable expression. So we take 9 and distribute it to the negative x and the 27, as shown here. The result is negative 9x plus 243. We evaluate this expression for x equals 15 as shown here. We get negative 135 plus 243, which is equal to 108. Let's look at a final example. A number is multiplied by negative 1 and increased by 50. The sum is multiplied by 25. Use the distributive property to write the expression. Evaluate the expression for x equals 20. This is an example of converting words into an algebraic expression. Let's start with this part. A number is multiplied by negative 1 and increased by 50. Since we don't know which number, we designate it as negative x. This number is increased by 50, so we write negative x plus 50. This sum, or the entire expression, is multiplied by 25. So we enclose the expression in parentheses and multiply the whole expression by 25 as shown here. This is the mathematical equivalent of the verbal expression. We now distribute 25 to both terms, as shown here. We get negative 25x plus 1250. We evaluate this expression for x equals 20, as shown here. We get negative 500 plus 1250, which adds up to 750.